Today we're going to do a class that is yoga for kids. And I've got my buddy Drake here who's going to help us. The first thing you want to do is you're going to want to get something comfortable to sit or stand on. So we have yoga mats, but you could get blankets or pillows. And then once you have your items, you want to clear the space around them. So like Drake was noticing that there's like little pieces of bark because we're outside. So you want to clear the space around you so that you're not thinking about those other things when we do yoga and meditate together. And if you're like, what's yoga and what's meditation? Well, I'm going to tell you here in a second. So Drake, clear your area so it's really comfortable for you. And then our friends are going to go and they're going to get the things that they need to make their class comfortable. Okay, are you good? Yeah? You can say yeah. You can talk into the mic, yeah? Okay.
Yes!
Okay, cool. So once you have your stuff, you're just going to take a seat, and the first thing that we're going to... Oh, we've got doggies over there. The first thing that we're going to talk about together is meditation. And so meditation, sometimes people call it mindfulness. And it's really just being able to sit down and calm your body and calm your mind. And it doesn't mean that your mind is going to be like empty, because we're all just going to always be thinking about things. Are you always thinking about stuff?
Yeah, I'm thinking about video games sometimes.
Okay, Drake's thinking about video games sometimes. That's what goes on in his mind. And you might have other things that go on in your mind. And that's okay. We're just going to start to notice what kind of things we think about when we sit down in meditation. And we're going to start to use some tools to focus our minds. So we're going to give our minds a task to do while we sit down, so we're not thinking about those other things that we always think about. So we're outside because when you're outside, there's often a lot of things that we can hear. But if you're inside, that's okay too, because there's probably some things inside your house or wherever you are that also make noise. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to find a seat that's comfortable for you. So Drake and I are both sitting in what's called the hero's position, where our heels are behind us, but maybe it's more comfortable for you to sit in a crisscross position. That's okay too, whichever way is comfortable. So I'm going to go back to sitting in heroes. Drake, which way do you want to sit? Like that, crisscross. Okay. And then you're going to rest your hands on your lap. You're going to sit up tall and close your eyes. And then you're just going to start to notice what types of things you can hear around you. And if you have a grown-up with you, you could tell your grown-up what kind of things you hear around you. Drake, what do you hear around you?
I hear a chainsaw.
Yes, we hear a chainsaw. There's somebody doing some construction by us. Do you hear anything else?
Yeah, I can hear the wind.
I just heard a car door.
Dogs.
You can hear a dog. And so friends at home, just start to notice the kind of things that you can hear wherever you are. And you don't have to stop the noises. So if you hear something, if we hear a chainsaw, like that's okay. You're just going to hear, the normal noises that happen in and around your home. You're just going to start to notice them. And so it's just one tool to start to calm the mind down. Open your eyes. Good. So that's one tool for meditation and mindfulness that you can use anytime. So if you're starting to feel really excited, or you need to get control of your body, we often talk about that at home, is controlling our body. then you can sit down and you can start to just listen for noises. So the other tool that we can use for meditation or mindfulness to start to calm the body is we can start to use our breath. And the first way that I want to just show you what it feels like for the mind to be kind of all over the place is I want you to start to look around you, whether you're inside or outside, and I want you to count as many things as you can all around you. So, Drake, you're going to look around you and count how many different objects you can see outside. And then, friends at home, you look all around you and start to count how many different things you can see in and around your house. Okay, stop. How many did you get to, Drake?
32.
32. And could you have kept going?
Yep.
Yeah, there's like a lot of things around you. Friends at home, I think you could probably have kept going because the number of things is like endless that you can see with your eyes, really. So when you were looking all around you, Drake, how were you feeling?
Calm.
You were feeling calm? That's not really the answer I was going for. So now you know we didn't plan this out together. But normally what happens is like when we're looking all around for all this stuff, it's like we're getting energized. We're like, oh my gosh, there's something, and there's something, and there's something, and there's something. So instead, what we're going to do, we're going to do the opposite of that. Instead of looking all over the place and counting and, trying to identify the next thing and the next thing, we're going to use our breath, one single point of focus, and just start to notice the breath moving in and out of your nose. So again, you're going to find that comfortable seat. So you can sit crisscross again, Drake, or you can sit in heroes like me. You're going to rest your hands on your lap. You're going to sit up tall. And the reason we sit up tall is because then we just start to pay attention a little bit better. You're going to close your eyes. And then you're just going to start to notice the breath moving in and out of your nose. And you're going to count the breaths moving in and out of your nose. So 1, 2, keep going till you get to 10. And then open your eyes. How did that feel, Drake?
I felt like I wanted to go a little bit more faster than that.
You wanted to breathe faster? Yeah. And so you can breathe at your own pace. You don't have to follow my breath. Is there any other words you would use to describe how that felt?
It felt not it felt nice. It felt you could hear a lot of stuff when you're quiet, and it's just like.
So maybe you could hear more things when you're quiet. You could focus better. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So the last thing we're going to do together, so those are tools for mindfulness and to meditate at home. The last thing we're going to do is a little bit of yoga. And yoga is basically just movement, and we take different movements and we put them together. And so we'll start to do these yoga poses together, one after the other. And yoga is a really good way to, when you're feeling energy in the body, it's a great way to take that energy and put it onto your yoga mat. So sometimes, like if I'm feeling like I can't calm down, a good thing for me to do is just to roll out my yoga mat and do a little bit of these movements so that I can move some of that energy out of my body and onto my mat when I don't know what to do with myself. And you ever feel like that, where like you don't know what to do with all the energy you have?
Like, kind of like me.
Yes, I mean, yeah, we all have that. Yeah. So then yoga is a good tool for that, because it's we're exercising, and it's a really healthy thing to do too, to move our body in different directions. So we're going to do this with a little bit of a song. Drake, you've heard this song before. I don't know if you remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay, well, we'll do it together. So you're going to stand at the top of your mat or your blanket, and then you're going to reach your hands up. We're going to say, hands reach high
up to the sky.
You do remember. And then we're going to bend down low and tickle your toes. Put your hands on the mat, and then jump back quick, straight as a stick. Down goes the elevator. Then you go hiss like a snake. And then we're going to put our butts in the air and bark like a dog. And then here's the last part. Jump like a frog onto a log. And then it starts all over again. So, hands reach high,
up to the sky, so down low, tickle your toes.
Jump back quick, straight as a stick. Down goes the elevator. Hiss like a snake. Wow, your snake's ferocious. Bark like a dog. Jump like a frog onto a log. Should we do it again?
No.
One more time.
Okay.
All right, stand up. Hands
reach high, up to the sky, and down low, tickle your toes.
Jump back quick, straight as a stick. Down goes the elevator. Hiss like a snake. Bark like a dog. Jump like a frog onto a log. All right, so that's yoga. You just did yoga with those little poses. So you can sing the song, you could not sing the song. You're just going round and round in a circle on your mat. And these are all things that you can use to calm your body, to calm your mind, and to take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks, Drake.